Welcome back to the channel, mamas. You are watching Tarot for Moms. So if you find this content on any other platform or channel, please be sure to report those channels so that way we help keep the internet a safe place. Okay. We're going to jump right into your energy reading and see we're just going to tap in and see what's going on in the energy. So if for all my mothers, those embarking on a motherhood journey, I heard let us read or let us pray. Okay, you could be a God-fearing woman. All right. Time is flying. So we have imbalance, self-indulgence, excessive clashing, lack of perspective, discord, antagonism, recklessness, and hastiness. There's some type of family reunion, coming home party, celebration. Something is a surprise. There's some events playing out. Family is coming together. Kindred spirits. Everybody is pitching in, putting things together to see something be successful. Okay. We also have there's a deceased loved one on the other side. That wants there's a deceased loved one on the other side that wants you to turn a negative situation into a positive situation. This is about community. This is about giving from the overflow. All right. Nothing was lacking here. Something here. Someone's name could be lackey. Nothing was lacking here, or nothing is lacking here. This deceased loved one is saying nothing was lacking, regardless of if other people gave, regardless if other people saw things from their perspective. Nothing was lacking. Okay. So this deceased loved one understood that they were coming into a world or to a community that suffers from individualism, that suffers from, arguments, recklessness, hastiness. They clash and they can't see things from each other's eyes. It's like a Tower of Babel, right? A community of confusion, right? But no matter what, this deceased loved one always was willing to do whatever was necessary for a community, to bring people together, to do teamwork, to see something be successful, to constantly give from your overflow and operate in the spirit of love. Now, based off of what is bringing people together, what is causing for the reunion, what is causing for the separation, what is causing for the reunion or the celebration, there's discord. And there's a possessive energy here. It's like, this is my loss. I lose here. And I'm tired of losing. So it's like a deceased loved one is saying, don't allow the losses that you have taken or the loss of them to cause your heart to go cold. Remember me the way in the spirit that I operated in. I operated in the spirit of community. I operated in the spirit of love. That's how I want a fellowship. Operate in the spirit of love. You don't have to agree. You don't have to have the same perspective. But you can turn those negatives into a positive. You can smile for me. You can smile for me. We have wasting time, lack of ambition, delays, disappointments, poetry, effort, finding mental strength. This is a hard one. Because how do you tell someone that's trying to find the mental strength not to emotionally detach, not to be an avoidant, not to avoid the conflict? Okay, how do you tell someone that feels like they are wasting their time trying to get people to work together, and the delays and disappointments is creating some type of reaction, disharmony, discord? How do you tell someone that someone wants to see you fly? They want to see you thrive. This lover wants to see you fly and thrive, even without having them there to remind you to do it. I want to see you thrive. I want to see you fly. I want to see you have it all, even if I'm not there to constantly remind you to remain operating in the spirit of love. And yes, you are dealing with snakes. And yes, you yourself are still grieving. And it is difficult to move forward while you are dealing with this situation. But I'm going to move the seat. You doing this for me is going to move the seat. What you don't understand is some unexpected financial windfall is going to come. There's this energy of like, you know what, like what was the point if I was going to be here and do it on my own anyway? I would have never attached to someone. It's like you leave me anyway. I would have never attached. I would have never attached. I would have just stayed free than to deal with this bullshit. That's what I'm getting here. Because it's like with the death card here, this is saying, damn. This is different. I'm gonna need spirit to be a little bit more clear. Like a little bit more clear, because what I'm seeing here is it's pretty much like, you know, you're wasting your time not moving on from an unhealthy relationship. It's unequal. Trying to make it work 4-4 here. But with the Ten of Pentacles, this is saying like a trust, a deed, inheritance, wanting to get some type of trust, deed, or inheritance, being tired of struggling. There being a whole bunch of trust issues here. There's a mental desire to be free from anxiety, free from worry, free from struggle. Someone here was very miserable. Someone here was very miserable. Very miserable and tired of being stagnant in their own life and being tired of being unable to move about freely and live their life freely. You know, like, what good is a life if you can't travel? You know what I'm saying? Or what good is a life if you can't enjoy the resources while you live, you know, for a better life? And so it's like someone being very miserable. Like, well, I have no choice but to accept this is my life. This is the best you're going to be able to do for me. You ain't going to be able to do nothing else for me. And even though this was like a clash, and even though you was clashing with someone, still trying to see the positive, still trying to see the positive. Like, this ain't a waste of my time because I got love. I got life to live. Someone here determined that someone being no longer in this physical realm was better than being here physically. Because it was like, this is about inheritance or a trust. There's also like third party energy here. So someone here could have been double dipping. Okay, because we have community here and someone being arrogant and boastful, meeting up with someone in a community with love. And so someone felt like, oh, you want to waste my time and play with me. So you want to be free of me? Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you be free. I'm going to let you be a bird so you can fly right off this earth. And with culmination here and inheritance, I mean, there is some type of family home, business, support, riches, old money, affluence, deeds. Okay, it's like, well, at least I can get the deed and I don't got to deal with you. I'm going to be the last one standing, that's for sure. But this connection was unhappy a long time ago. Someone here took control and matters into their own hands. They wanted to be free from this connection. I can't unsee it. Wanted to be free from this connection, these family, these people. And I feel like someone here is in denial and unable to take accountability of how it was over a long time ago. Something was over a long time ago. But someone else was constantly alchemizing that negative energy, constantly thinking positive. constantly thinking negative regardless. So it's like a deceased loved one is pretty much trying to explain to someone, like, just because you get rid of the person, you don't get rid of the disappointment, because the misery and disappointment is stemming from oneself. It's within someone. The Empress. Mm. This deceased loved one was handling their responsibilities at home, in a relationship, in a marriage, and they were giving their love to someone else, and then they were afraid that they would get caught, and they got fucking caught. But this was this person's only way, they felt like, to cope with the situation, because the person that they were in love with became fucking miserable. Whatever they were doing for work, they weren't making enough money. They weren't providing enough support, resources, whatever. This is someone that's used to having two options, two choices. So when one is cranky, there's another person to satisfy something. However, this decision was this deceased loved one's. It's not giving me a secret. It's kind of like, they wanted to leave. So it was cool, but this person wanted to leave. They wanted to leave someone. Queen of Wands energy. So they're like, I can't leave right now. I can't leave right now. It's bad timing. You know what I'm saying? Someone still here is trying to, they need me. I can't leave. They need me. I don't really get a break. I don't really get time away. So only time I'm able to get a break or time away is when only time to get a break. This could have been a family member. Everybody's Queen of Swords energy. Two of Cups, I'm telling you. Someone told this person, and they were like, you a lie. You just mad because you having relationship problems. You a lie. This person ain't gonna never leave me. Yep, someone shocked the fuck out of you. It's like saying you shocked the fuck out of someone. This deceased lover is saying you shocked the fuck out of them. You didn't sit around and wait for them to leave. Once you found out, did you go get psychic insight? Like, you didn't wait for this person to find out. You went and got psychic insight, and they were telling you to move on because this person was was partnering up with someone else. Betrayal. I told you they was betraying you. Ten of Swords, ultimate betrayal. Clarify this Empress energy. Drama. This is where all the drama is coming from. Someone here with the Ten of Wands had way more responsibility than they anticipated, and they were very unhappy. And with all the work and responsibility that they had to do, they wanted out. And someone said, nope. Ten of Swords. You want to be free of me? I'm going to help you be free. Yeah. This is different, y'all. This is karmic. Yeah, refusing to compromise, karmic injustice. So someone is in denial and having a lack of accountability. They're painting someone to be better than what they were because they feel like they can hide this. They feel like they can hide this. But now they're grieving because they're alone. But it feels like this wound here, okay, this wound here, okay, because I had a, you know how like, oh man. So let's say you're already in a bad situation, right? And then the male in the situation is brutally hurt in some type of capacity. And it's like, I know you won't make it. And if I let you make it, then you may succumb to your wounds in a different way. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pain away. Someone here was in denial about taking someone else's pain away. I'm going to give you a proper burial rather than let you suffer. I'm going to give you a proper, I'm going to make sure you remember it in this way rather than letting you, you know what I'm saying, suffer. Now, the injury could have been internal. Someone could have caught something from somebody because there's drama here. Someone could have got pregnant. Someone could have caught something or they got a baby. Someone could have said, I'm pregnant. But this will never come to light. Six of Wands. This is a secret. This is a secret. Someone was taking their money and giving it to someone else. Okay, the star in reverse. Either they caught a baby or they caught something they couldn't get rid of. Baby or STD. Someone said, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of you so you don't be remembered this way. Especially if they caught some type of STD, because then that would suggest they stepped out on their relationship. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to get rid of you so you remember this way. This was someone's plan. And then the King of Pentacles in reverse in cultivation, inheritance. Someone's worst fear came true. Because it looks like whoever this was about, whoever this deceased loved one was about, this situation was about with this deceased loved one, they ain't had no money. Okay? Cultivation, Eight of Swords. Their inheritance required them to work for it. In order for them to access their true inheritance, the baton wasn't passed to them. They would have to overcome a series of fears and have their spirit tested in order to access their spiritual legacy and inheritance, because it's in their DNA. Whatever strategy didn't work, because it seems like this person is bankrupt. The Emperor. Somebody's father, baby daddy, or masculine energy was released back into the universe. I'm going to set you free. And since this person was being set free, they go with the father. And they leave their earthly vessel, because this person was still operating in the spirit of love, regardless of if no one agreed with who they spouse, whatever, didn't agree with their choices romantically. They still were operating in the spirit of love, even from caring, taking on the responsibility and the burden of their partner. And so they still ascend. They ascend from being an earthly father into being an angel, an ascended master. They with the stars now. And whoever they were in a relationship with is about to experience karma. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So this is promised land, Ace of Pentacles. It's something that's already had. But it seems like the karma is going to be to have it and to not be able to live with oneself. Someone's strategy did not work. And now they have nothing. Ace of Cups. And it's still going to come out. Fuck. This is going to be suggested. This is going to be suspected and suggested. Because they're gossiping or have rumors about this right now. When the message comes out that there is some type of child or something, someone here has fathered a child out of wedlock. Ooh, the fucking devil. And someone's about to be pissed about this getting out, because it will imply them. Queen of Cups. And there's something to do with no real paperwork. There's a deed here and no real successor. And the Knight of Wands energy. Someone's trying to have someone else do something quick or draw up something quick. Talk to a lawyer, draw up something quick. Otherwise, we ain't gonna have no fucking inheritance. Queen of Swords. This is how the reading's done. Someone here is trying to secure inheritance. It's got chills all over my body. You are watching Tarot for Moms. If you find this content on anybody else's platform or channel, please report them so we can help keep our internet safe. Until next time.